Okay, here we go. Welcome, guys. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube Live. And today I want to talk to you about fear and how to make great decisions from trust. So say hi as you're coming on, whether you are here live or on the replay, and feel free to use the comments to actually write in your ahas and light bulbs. So that way it helps integrate it into your system. But also because I love to see you, and especially because it helps other people get to see this, which is important because this message is needed so much in the world. Every single person I speak to, everyone's always saying, well, I want to, but I would, but I'm afraid. And I get it. I've definitely said it myself and I've acted from that place. But the problem is that people don't realize that that's a terrible reason not to do something. Now, why is that? Why is I'm not doing it because I'm afraid an absolutely awful reason? It's because when you act from fear, you get more to fear. When you literally act from fear, let's say that you don't want to do live streams because you are afraid that you will embarrass yourself and you will get rejected and you might fail and therefore you'll lose out and you won't make money. Okay, but the very fact that you're not going live, you're already rejecting yourself. You're rejecting yourself. Other people aren't rejecting you here. You're the one rejecting you. Okay, you're the one not showing up to give, not showing up to talk about your passion or how people can be entertained or helped or whatever it is you do. And so you're already rejected because you're rejecting yourself and you're not showing up. So therefore you're already failing. So you've literally got the exact things that you fear. And then because you're following a pathway of fear, you get more things to fear. Now, this comes with the decision-making process too. If you find it really hard to make decisions, then you don't understand how it actually works. Not making a decision is a decision. You're making a decision not to make a decision. And you're just not trusting yourself. You're not trusting in the universe because you've obviously been hurt. You've been taught not to trust yourself. But we have to find ways to go against this conditioning because this conditioning is truly toxic. It is like fear is the true enemy. Now, here's the thing though, that doesn't mean that you be mean to the fear in your body. So when you have fear come up, which is normal, it's going to happen, it's really important to understand that it's not the fear that's coming up. It's a part of you with opinions about how the world works. Just as real as you and me sitting here right now, except this part of you, this sub-personality is repressed. You've locked it down. You probably have never even listened to it because it's always in so much fear. It's just so in pain and literally traumatized. It's holding onto all this stuck negative energy. So you're not listening to it. And instead you're berating yourself. You're telling it to shut up. You're telling it it's not good enough. You're rejecting this part of you. And so it is in fear, but it's actually just like if I was in fear right now saying, oh my God, I'm so scared, something really bad happened and I'm worried it will happen again. And you say to me, shut up, go in your little box. I'm going to lock you away and never listen to you. Like you wouldn't say that to another person. Instead, you'd be like, okay, well, why are you afraid? And they'd be like, look, okay. And you might try to help encourage me, help me to see the truth, walk me into a better feeling place. But you're not doing that with yourself, are you? These fears are not just fear. It's not just fear. It's an actual part of you with opinions, with beliefs and expectations from experiences that you've had and decisions that you've made that have made you truly terrified and scared that it could happen again. But guess what? It may have, and it probably did, benefit you when you're a child. It was a defense mechanism, a protection pattern that you had to create to survive and receive love working for you anymore. And it's not actually protecting you from the thing that you think is protecting you from. It is so important to understand that when you act from trust, the universe will catch you. It's literally like this repeating pattern. It's like a fractal. So when you act from trust, you get more to trust. And that can be risky and that can be scary. And a lot of times, in an effort to be positive, people think that their fear means not to do something. They're like, oh, well, I feel fear, so I'm not being positive, so I won't do it. No, you look at, if I did trust, if I already was living the life that I wanted, if I already was the person who did the things that I see inside of myself to do, the things that you actually want to do, the things that you have a passion to do, yet you're still scared of them. When you actually do those things, then you become more your true self, and your life opens up so much to so many things that you actually desire. But you have to be willing to walk through that door of fear. Okay, so everything new in your life, think about it like this: everything new in your life is unknown. And what do humans have a fear of? The unknown. So it's going to be scary. But if you actually want something different in your life, you have to do something different. You can't keep doing the same things and expecting the same results. Now, you may be very comfortable, even if you're in a situation that you really don't want, but because you're not sure that you can handle the things that you say that you want, you think it won't work out on deep subconscious levels, and you're not talking to those parts of you, so they're puppeteering you and controlling your behavior under the scenes. You keep going back into this comfort because you know it. What you want is going to be through a door of fear. And yeah, we do this subconscious reprogramming work. Come work with me as a one-on-one client to really clear your fears and release your insecurity, and over and over and over and over again, tap into the confident part of you. So you learn how to have a relationship with yourself. Yes, we've cleared the fear, but still, there's always going to be some level of fear, some level of nervousness, until you do the thing, and then do it over and over and change your reactions, your old time reactions, to new updated conscious ones. It's going to be there. So you have to learn how to act through the fear and stop listening to it as though fear is your master. Okay, fear is the opposite of what you want. Fear is limitation. Fear is lack. Fear is evil. Okay, so again, it doesn't mean that when you feel the fear in your body, this part of you is evil. It means that it's got thoughts that create limitation and lack because it believes in limitation and lack. And so rather than hating on these fearful parts of yourself, which I know they feel so bad, so, you know, as someone who used to have PTSD and chronic illnesses that I healed myself from naturally, I know what it's like to be stuck in fear and the unworthiness and all the things, all the fear of rejection, where you reject yourself over and over again, and this triggers other people to reject you. I know what it's like, but I also know what it's like to say, no, I'm not listening to this. I don't believe you, because I know that whatever I believe and deep down expect will eventually become true. So it doesn't actually matter what you believe, because there are actually a set of beliefs that and expectations and thought patterns, emotional frequencies, feelings, that when you feel them and think them and ask these questions to yourself and just live like that in your mind, everything works out for you. It's not random why some things work out for some people and not for you. It's not because of just who you are. It's not because of just your family. It's not because it's just what you believe. In a way it is, except it's changeable. It just takes work and effort and a determination to succeed. And that's why people work with me, because there's only so far you can go with your own blocks. And besides, being a lone wolf and trying to do it all yourself is literally a trauma response. So if you think, oh no, I should do it myself, I should be able to do it myself, it's bullshit. That's another bullshit belief. Okay, now I've invested tens of thousands of dollars into energy healing and success coaching work with mentors and healers who I really admire. And the ones that actually didn't go well, which haven't been many at all, but the very few that didn't go well, I still got value for my money because I learned how to trust myself more. I learned what not to do. I learned what I didn't want. I learned how to be more discerning in my intuition. So this is a great example of how every curse has a blessing within. And so everything in life you can always learn from and use for your best and highest good. But you've got to be willing to actually show up and do the inner work and realize that it's not this thing that you put on top of everything else. It's the core foundation for your entire life. If you want more money, then do your energy healing work to clear the fears and the beliefs that hold you back from taking actions and hold you back from being able to enjoy your life and trust yourself. It's not just any action. You have to learn how to take faith-based actions aligned with what actually feels right for you without letting fear stop you. And that's not easy to do on your own. Like truly, if you're watching this, you're probably investing in coaches already, but I just want to check you and make sure that you're not just investing in strategy stuff, because yes, it's great. We all need strategies, but don't think that the strategy is a quick fix. You need to make sure that you invest in the right things that are actually aligned with what is right for you. Now, there's a reason why a strategy doesn't work for everyone. Okay, it's because the strategy was all made up. Someone just made up this strategy once and it worked for them. And so they're sharing it with you. And if you're very different to them, then it probably won't work for you. And you could drop $12,000 into a program and really be trying to make it work. But maybe the strategy just isn't right for you. Or maybe you actually have some locked up anger and fear in your system that's actually creating havoc in your life that you're not aware of. So the number one place to go is always, always, always energy healing, which just means shifting your entire body, your personality, your frequency, and clearing the fears that say that you cannot, and drop you into trust, drop you into faith in things working out, and drop you into doing things your way. So yes, you can get advice. Yes, you can follow someone else's strategy, but you check in with you first to make sure that it's the right thing, because it's very important you realize that you're not wrong. Okay, so you're not wrong because you want to wake up at a different time than other people. You're not wrong because you don't want to suffer through stuff that other people do. You're not wrong because you do things a different way. But if you're making yourself wrong for it, then you're going to create a schism and a massive issue. So you have to learn, and this is what I'm here for too, to help you learn how to come into your own power and trust your decisions. I can tell you, making a decision from the place of you that trusts yourself will always lead you in the right direction, even if it seems like things don't work out, when you can still get on board with the fact that everything is working out for you, which can take a lot of programming in your brain. But once you get that, then everything works out for you. Like math, it's really amazing how it works. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If there's anything I've touched on that you want me to speak more on, I'm happy to come back and do another live on it or another video. Make sure if you haven't yet, you subscribe to my channel and put in your light bulbs and your ahas into the comments, because I'd love to know which bits resonated for you. And of course, then I'll speak more on them in future videos. So as you know, I'm Kai Ashley. I'm here to help you reprogram your subconscious for greater levels of success. I help my clients clear literally any block in the way of their success, which includes chronic pain, because I work with the atomic structure of the body. Like I literally dissolve the pain. I literally dissolve the anxiety and the fears and the beliefs and the expectations and thought patterns that cause you to continue sabotaging or finding it hard or being drained of energy or having chronic pain. And so it's all works in the exact same way, no matter what your fear or block is. So if you are a high level leader, if you are someone that really wants to take the world by storm, make the world a better place, including your own world, to make a lot of money, increase your harmony in your relationships and your health and your vitality, and you really want to have it all. Well, the great news is the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And as we heal any area of your life, like the most important area to you, the other areas start healing and popping off too. So let me know if you have any questions. At time of filming, I have one-on-one spots available, as well as always low-cost digital programs and my monthly membership site, the Spiritual Expansion Society. By the way, this month we're doing boundaries and how you can have compassionate communication with yourself and with other people to get your needs met harmoniously. So the links will be in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I cannot wait to hear what your highlights have been. So just remember, okay, you really do choose your own reality. So do the inner work, because you will get the shifts. And especially as you keep going, it becomes the foundation, the bedrock of a successful life. It's not something extra on top. You do the inner work, the emotional healing work, which then leads you to faith-based action. You don't just do the work, then sit around. You do the work, and then sometimes you can sit around, but generally there's something inside of you that wants to come out and be created. When you truly trust and believe, then you will be compelled to do it, because you have these ideas coming to you. And all you're meant to do is decide what you want and decide to act from trust. And then the ideas will be shown to you. And if you want help with that, that's what I'm here for. I've also got plenty of videos that you can scroll through, listen to, get your light bulbs. But at some point, you have to do a lot more than just listen to videos. You have to do the actual inner work and take the faith-based action. Okay, gorgeous. Thank you so much for listening today.